would like to give some context for that clip that you just seen. Am I allowed to do that? Am I allowed to do that on my own video, on my own channel? Because I know when you come out here and you're critical of a game, whether it's stupid, broken, or unfinished, or all of the above, like Vanguard seems to be, especially since Season 1 dropped, you know, you get hated on for it. The devs are working hard, right? Leave them alone. They're working hard. Does it look like they worked hard on that, though? I mean, when you add something like that to your game, something seasonal like that, it should complement the gameplay. It should be a lot of fun, right? People are looking forward to seeing that every time they jump on during that season, right? You should be excited. You should be hyped for whatever feature they're adding that's seasonal to the game like that, right? It shouldn't be fucking stupid. Now, I know everybody and their mama came out here and has bitched and complained about Krampus, and I've just kind of left it alone, right? Because honestly, I'm not playing Vanguard a whole lot. I do have some strong Vanguard gameplays on my hard drive. I just don't feel like really looking at the gameplay, though, and uploading them just yet. I will, just not yet. And I mostly play TDM. A lot of people tell me all the time, man, yo, get away from TDM. It's the shittiest game mode in Vanguard. Go play Domination, Hardpoint, or whatever. For what? Why? Things that we had in the past are no longer here anymore. It started with Modern Warfare 2019. You're not rewarded for playing the objective, right? For playing the game mode that you're playing it how you're supposed to be playing it, you're not rewarded for it. And I noticed all these beta males out here in these lobbies that just care about their KD, but they'll play objective game modes because they camp the objectives, right? They'll sit there and aim down sight at kill confirm tags or a flag in Domination, whatever. They'll just aim down sight and wait for somebody who's actually playing the game the right way. They just wait for them and clean them up, right? So they can get their kill streaks in objective game modes. It's stupid. So I stick to TDM, and honestly, in TDM, you don't really see them all that much. I mean, how can he come up and kill you for not playing the objective? It's TDM. You have one objective. It's not like you have a specific objective to go to. But let me give some context to that clip that you guys just seen. Now, if you played Shipment in Vanguard, you already know how stupid that map is, especially with the shit that Sledgehammer Games added to Vanguard's version of Shipment, the cringy camp spots and all that. It could be a very rage-inducing experience. You're going up against these full parties and clans, and they hold down the corners of the maps. They get up in those camp spots, and they just hold it down. As soon as you spawn, you're shot in the side, you're clapped in the ass. There's nothing you could do, right? As soon as that clip started, you guys, I just started the clip right after I spawned. And as you can see, as soon as I spawned, I was in a gunfight with a dude holding down that other corner across from me. I'm trying to make it over to the objective. I go to turn to the objective. Krampus was there, right? So I was like, all right, screw that. I'm not going to go down there in case he rips me up. I go around the long way. As soon as I go around, there's another dude in that corner. So I'm in a gunfight with him, and dude comes up and rips my arms off and rips my motherfucking head off, man. Like I ain't shit. I'm trying to make it over to the objective, but it don't mean nothing to Sledge. See, that's what I'm saying to these people. It's like, oh, Sledgehammer Games, man, they're working hard. I mean, for real, though, you couldn't code him to see that people are trying to play the objective, but it's just physically impossible because of the enemies that they're facing. They're trying to get there, but they can't. So you go and you kill a motherfucker anyways, man. How, like, dude, come on, bro. For real? Bro, this game sucks. And let me get this out of the way real quick. If this game didn't have all the problems that it has, and the skill-based matchmaking wasn't so thick, like, yes, it might be just a tad looser than Cold War, but it's here, it's smacking you across the face every time you hop on. The skill-based matchmaking is so real still in this game. I mean, the problems seem like they've gotten way worse after Season 1 dropped. Let's be honest. Like, there's so many bugs and problems with this game right now. I would be having fun with this game. Is it a top 5 Call of Duty? Hell no. And I've made videos talking about why it's not and breaking that down. And I've also made videos talking about how it's not the worst Call of Duty in the franchise. There would still be problems here. It wouldn't be a perfect or a great Call of Duty. It wouldn't be up there with the greats, but I would be having fun with the game. The fact is, it's incomplete, and it's broken as fuck, and it's fucking stupid. Look at Krampus. Now you're going to have the fanboys jump on this video, the dick riders, right? You might have the gaming revolution himself hopping on here to defend Call of Duty, Activision, Sledgehammer, and they'll try to hit me with, well, Krampus is seasonal, right? He's going away. So how can the game suck if Krampus is going to be, because that's the only problem though, right? Did you guys notice my ping in that clip? Now, funny thing is there was a few other games that I hopped on for. I did not record them. My ping, though, was steady around 80 or 90 in each of those games. And I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Anybody who plays this game, man, I've made a packet burst video already. The connections in Vanguard are probably, if not the worst connections we've ever seen in Call of Duty. And that's up there for the worst connections I've ever seen in just an online game, period, man. They're terrible. The servers, the matchmaking, all of it. It's awful. And there's just no way that I should have ping that high, right? Y'all know what fucking I run for internet. You know what I mean? Why is my ping that high consistently almost every game? And that clip that you guys just seen there, what was it, like in the 50s or 60s, something like that? I'd have to go watch it again. But check this out. So after a couple of these games of having ping at steady 80 or in the 90s, I immediately left the last game that I noticed that. I was like, let me just back out. Let me check my connection real quick. And I did 3 tests back to back to back on my PlayStation. Connection tests. Just to see what I was looking at, right? I was like, all right, is my internet bugging and shit? What is going on here? And check this out. This is what I'm looking at. I'll show you guys all 3 tests. So my first test, as soon as I left the game, 712.3. My second, 691.9. And my third and final test, 628.1 megabytes per second download speed. As you can see, there was nothing wrong with my internet. Could it have been a little bit quicker with what I'm supposed to have? Of course, right? But as you can see, there's nothing wrong with my internet. There's nothing wrong with my connection. My connection is more than good enough, but it's not when I'm playing Vanguard. It is when I'm playing other games. This game is fundamentally broken. Now, I am starting to feel like some of this shit is on purpose. But the funniest thing about that, because people are going to talk about, oh, well, it's your position, right? Where you're at with this. Okay, so all the other Call of Duties that I seem to be playing, I have better connections than Vanguard, the newest one that's supposed to be most populated. I went and jumped on some old-ass Battlefields. I jumped on Battlefield 1. My ping was under 30 consistently on Battlefield 1 in 2021. All these other Call of Duties that I'd be playing, bro, ping is fine. Connection is fine. Except for these really old ones on PS3 and shit. You know, I noticed connection. I mean, but they're old as hell, right? So that's not even like, that's not even an argument, in my opinion. We're talking about the newest Call of Duty here. I feel like some of this shit is done on purpose at this point. I feel like Sledgehammer Games could be sabotaging their own game, but I also talked about why it doesn't make sense at the same time too. Either way, whether it's on purpose or it's not, this game is mechanically screwed up. It is fundamentally broken. Krampus is going to go away soon, right? All right, so he'll be gone, and we won't have to deal with his bitch ass anymore, ripping our arms off and all that shit, right? That's cool. We're still going to have these connection problems. We're still going to have this ping and all that after he's gone. So what all you dick riders, all you fanboys, what are you going to have to say then? That's just a couple of problems that I'm talking about in this video of why this game sucks. What's your defense going to be for that? I want to like this game. The gameplay here is solid enough for me to enjoy it if you don't have all this other bullshit suffocating the game itself. The game sucks right now. The state that it's in right now, this game is terrible, man. It's awful. It sucks. And there's other clips that I have, other gameplay, that I could put in here, but we're running out of time. And some of these clips are like 4 or 5 minutes long, and you have to watch the whole thing to get the story that the clip is trying to tell you, right? To understand what the clip is telling you, you have to pretty much watch the whole thing from start to finish. So we'll save those for another day. But I've been slowly making videos showing different problems with this game, and it just keeps building up, right? We only talked about a couple in this video, you know, but you can add it to the other videos that I've made. What the fuck are we looking at here, man? We're looking at an incomplete, broken game that sucks. But anyways, my people, I hope you enjoyed the trip back to Black Ops 4. I hopped on for a couple of games, and I was able to knock out a couple of games. I wanted to go with some Black Ops 1. I had a sexy gameplay on Grid TDM. I went like 35-2 or 37-2 or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember. I was up there, dropped a couple of chopper gunners, dropped Blackbirds, the whole nine. Had a great game, but I think I started to figure out what the problem is of why I'm having trouble sometimes when I'm recording. You know, you don't deal with this problem on Xbox. You don't deal with this problem on the PS4 and all that. But the PS3, you guys know you have to get an HDMI splitter to bypass the HDCP that's hardwired into the PS3. And I'm starting to notice that these PS3, when I'm recording PS3, like it does record for the most part, but I'm noticing there's problem with the file. Sometimes the file just won't be there. I thought I recorded it. I went to go check it theater. The game wasn't there, just like what I explained in my last video. But I noticed the file was really small of this grid gameplay. I went to play the clip, and it was an all black screen again. You guys have heard me talk about this before. It was an all black screen, but it still had the game audio. The game audio worked fine, but you guys couldn't see shit. So gameplay gone. There's nothing I could do about it. And it seems to be just the odd recording here or there with the PS3, you know, because you got to use the splitter or whatever. I don't know. Maybe it just fucks with the recording. I don't know. So we went with this Black Ops 4. I know there's a couple of the homies that really enjoy watching the Black Ops 4 gameplay anyways. And like I said, I do have a lot of Vanguard gameplay, but I just don't feel like looking at it right now. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.